because there's a lot of people. You could just look through the comments of the YouTube videos. All your blue life supporters, typically Trump supporters, which doesn't make the party look great, will pretty much back it up and say the guy deserved to get killed, and he just a scumbag, and he stole from Walmart. He tried to run the cop over and kill him. He deserved to go. He deserved to die. I mean, I just can't understand that logic. It's like,
See, no one deserves to die. That's the thing.
I mean, you
Yeah,
could
some
make
people
it.
they'd be. Some people are
You're not
rather.
actually going to get killed if someone's doing it. If the guy actually wanted to run you over, he would floor it, and guess what? You're dead, or you're ran over. Sure, you might shoot him. He might get hit, but you're still getting ran over, and you're going under or over.
I
And you're
want to make a
potentially-
podcast with you, Kenneth, and call it the
So what would be the name?
I don't know. What are we gonna call the podcast?
As long as
What
my
should we
real
call
identity.
Kenneth What should we call Kenneth's podcast?
I have no idea.
I don't know. You would be, I would say, the centrist, because every party would hate you. Wouldn't you agree with that? You probably wouldn't be liked by any politician. Your opinions. Like if you tried to get in a debate with somebody, they would be upset
I
with
think
you.
a politician would watch a podcast.
Not a politician, but like a politically active. You know what the Young Turks is? I don't know if you ever watched them on YouTube.
Yeah, oh no, he would hate me.
There's the Young Turks, and then like someone like who's someone part of the right.
I just watch my words and I make sure that no one can twist them.
Everybody can twist any words they want. It's
Oh,
not
you
that
can
hard.
try. And if you can
There we go.
try, I will make sure that it does not work.
I'm saying if you were out there in public about it, just any left wing, anybody with an audience could just.
If you want, go ahead and try to twist my opinion.
Well, it's kind of hard when it's. Well, I would have no incentive to twist your opinion.
No, but try it.
This
Like,
situation would have to come up.
You won't be in trouble. I just want you to try it.
Like that the guy that said something about the purple people, that would be spun into racism, and you agree with the sentiment. 13% of the population commit 50% of the crime. You hate black people, and you're a racist. I could see that argument being made, and they would clean it up a bit and make you sound out to be a villain. And I could only imagine if you ever shot a black person, how that would be used against you, regardless of the facts of why the person was shot. That would be a great way to twist that statement about the purple person.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you agree, Isaac?
I have
See,
to
the
agree.
easiest way to end racism is just to ask people to do something for you that you're supposed to be normally good at. Like, imagine this: an ape asks you to help fix their phone.
An ape helps you to fix their phone?
Asian.
Okay, what about it?
Yeah, that's probably the easiest way. Just ask people what the racial stereotypes. Whatever you're normally supposed to be
Personally,
good
I would
at.
say Asian asks you to do their math for him.
Do you think
Yeah.
stereotypes are true? Generally.
Yeah.
You agree with stereotypes?
Bro,
are stereotypes
in
are real?
general? Bro, that's
Well,
like a
Asian
million stereotypes. You can't say in general.
But I'm saying, do you believe are stereotypes for a reason?
Stereotypes are made by the people who are actually like doing it. Meaning,
But don't-
like stereotypes are made by the actual person,
But
or
don't
by
you think
people who have experienced it.
stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason? Would you agree with that sentiment?
Yeah.
Would you, Isaac?
I'm staying out of this.
Well, I want to hear. Do you think stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason?
I
Here's my
say that you're
stereotype.
allowed to twist my words, so I'm going to stay out of this.
Well, why? Well, yeah, you're not going to let me twist your words because you're not going to give me an opinion.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
But wouldn't you? I mean, would you? All right. How about this? Would you agree? Most mass shooters that you see on the news generally are white people, correct? That's an easy one to do.
You want me
Nobody's
to
going to get
just
upset
say
with it.
statistically, or
Just what you've seen with your own eyes. Are most mass shooters of schools white? In your experience, yes or no?
personally, no, and that does not contribute to anything that currently does not contribute to anything.
So, like the
About
Parkland
racism.
school shooter, like it has nothing to do with racism yet.
It's like a terrorist. When's the last time you saw a fat terrorist?
Now, if you were to say all thingies were all school shooters were in the U.S., then I would say, well, I mean,
Okay,
only
would
the
you
ones that we
agree?
see are in U.S.
Would you agree a lot of the school shooters are white? Correct. I'm sure there's a few that are not, because it's obvious. I'm not saying statistically. I'm just saying what you see on the media. Would you say most of them are white? Right.
I would say media coverage typically only covers white people.
Oh, so you agree with that part.
Don't use
So
credit with that.
I'm
It
just
won't work. You can try it, but it
I'm
won't
confused
work.
by that. You would say you identify mostly with Democrats, right?
I never said that.
But would you give me a definite answer? Who do you support more?
I don't support anyone more. It depends on the year.
So what are the issues you support? Do you actually support the politician themselves personally, or do you look at the issues they support?
I support the politician, what they're trying to do. I also look at the background history of that politician to see if they're a
Mentally.
So you
former porn
actually
star.
care, like, you actually care what they do in their personal life? I mean, I care to an extent.
Well,
If it
I
matters.
care if they're a former porn star, yes.
How about this? If you take all of Trump's just his politics, and you put that
Oh,
on
we're going to Trump
office.
again. Okay.
I'm not saying his personal life because I can't really defend his personal life. I care about his politics. If it was
Oh,
just
you're
his
thinking about his
politics,
personal life because you can't defend it. Okay.
yes, I mean, I can't. He has
That's me twisting your words, and
four
you
wives.
failed.
He has 4 wives. He's a porn star. There's nothing to really defend there.
So you just understand where you beat and you try to change this subject. I see you.
Because I don't really care about their personal life. Like, do I care what Biden's done in his personal life? No, it doesn't matter. It
How
can to
does
an extent,
that not matter?
because it matters what they're actually doing in action and what they're pushing in office. If he's having sex with another guy, that doesn't really matter. Do I like it? No. It might actually have some effect because he would then support a better
Objectively,
life.
it would have some effect.
It can. But if it usually comes down to one person versus another person, so you vote for the political issues you support. So if you're against gun control, if you are not particularly a fan of immigration,
Have you seen Dedicated Survivor?
sounds familiar. What is it about?
A president who takes office.
Designated Survivor. Yes, I've seen that
All of it?
show on Netflix. I think I dropped out after season 2 because I had to wait for the other season, and then it just turned into a gay sex scene. So I might have that wrong, but there was something about
You
that.
100% have that wrong.
I forget, but I stopped at season 2, and it's more left wing because you can just tell in the politics they push. It gets a bit annoying.
Yeah,
I've watched,
you don't necessarily have to look at the politics, but what I'm saying is,
I still watched it.
the public will care about opinions. Do they not?
I get it. Most people do, but I mainly care about, like, what do you think about immigration of a whole? You say you're against illegal, right?
Against illegal, yeah, because why illegal when you can just do it legally?
Why would you? So, if you were in control of accepting someone for legal immigration, what would be grounds for you accepting them?
What would be ground for me accepting them?
Yeah, like, why would you let someone else in? What would you look for attributes in them? I mean, I'm
Anything.
sure you wouldn't like
I'll
mine, but
just let someone in if they attempted to legally cross.
the mainly reason why I'm completely anti-immigration, shut all the borders down, is because essentially they take jobs from Americans and they vote the wrong way and support more immigration. They typically support gun control. They support a ton of the LGBT stuff. They just support democratic politics. Therefore, I don't want them in because
I mean,
they
the
want.
LGBTQ stuff
For
isn't bad.
Brotherland, what do you think about that?
Yeah,
Like,
LGBTQ. Let's get on that
no,
topic.
For me,
not
I don't.
LGBTQ. What do you think about his opinion that he just said?
I
It's
forget what it
mostly
is.
that's mostly true. For me, though, it's the world's getting overcrowded. Like we just have too many people in the U.S.
Like, why do they need to
You
come in
think
the
the
U.S.
other
in the
parts of
first
the
place?
world aren't?
Is the UK that bad?
The UK is worse.
So why does a country go to shit? Basically, in your opinion, to put it in layman's terms,
They ran out of money.
is it the government or like who creates government? The people, not government.
Oh, he's
just
trying to
doesn't
trace it back to us. That's what he's
Thing
doing
is, though,
now.
is that the
What
government
do you mean?
they
Chris?
make it so that they're more likely in control.
I'm saying, how does government get in power? It comes from the people, right? You believe that?
Mostly.
Isaac, would you too,
By the
Isaac?
way, a zombie's destroying your entire foundation. I hope you
Yeah, I don't know what the heck just happened.
just
What's
lost your entire foundation. Oh
I
wait,
don't know
someone's
what the heck just happened. They like just decided, nope, I'm out.
But Isaiah, how do you think
Yeah.
a government's formed? Is it by the people, or does the government basically magically just appear? And
the government is not formed by every person in citizenship.
Yeah.
not like every person, but would you say
This is not Rome.
you need people to support your government, correct? Because the
No.
government's made of people. Like we're
100% no.
3, 4,
I
5,
get
government-
that to a point.
6,
I'm going to take a side on this here.
7, 8.
I know you can twist it, but I'm going to take it. Government is not formed by the people. The government is formed for the people.
1,
The government is technically formed by the 1%, and you know that.
By one, I mean, as of now, can one person really change the government? No. Is it hard to change laws? Yes.
1.
But my point is, like, look at your local
2,
government. How do you
3.
get in power? You need a resident, and then you need people to vote you in. You need their support. It's like if the government
See,
said we're going to kill
that's
all the
where they-
Jews tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
would it really
But
fly?
how would
No.
you get voted in? How would you, as a normal person, get voted into the government? Practically
Well, you would
impossible,
need-
right? At this
you
day
would-
and
you
age, impossible.
Predominantly, you need a ton of money, but
Mm-hmm.
you do need support kind of somewhat by the people to an extent. Can it be frauded? Yes. I mean, was the election stolen? Maybe. I mean, even if it was, what can you do about it? I don't know. Go shoot the White House up? I guess that's your only option at that point. But
Well,
that's my point.
designated survivor.
I forget the plot in that. But what was I going towards? Like
The
if the
plot in that was
like if Biden came out tomorrow and said we're going to kill all the Jews, do you think that would really fly and he would win with that?
no,
Only because the world is against it.
because
Now
of
let-
backlash
Now
in the
let's
community.
say
not because-
let's say 9/10 of Congress agreed with that, and they tried to pass the law and they tried to get basically all law enforcement to agree with that. Do you think they would actually do that?
Nope, because the U.S. would fight for that.
Yeah, the
Bro
Right.
just
people were
comes
not.
up with like the stupidest thing to.
My point is, you couldn't get the people to agree to something that egregious. They would
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
basically
that's super
storm the White House and
outrageous.
kill you.
But
That's my
the thing.
point. You need somewhat buy-in from the people, because if you don't and they completely hate you, that doesn't go good. It gets you basically lynched. I mean, he needs the Secret Service to protect him, the president. That results people in the United States citizens.
Hell? Why
The
did
further
just
point
not-
going to though with this argument is countries that are bad, for example Mexico, there's some nice places of it, but you have their organized crime running around, you have people raping people, murdering people. It's because of the people, not the government. The government's also corrupt, but why is it corrupt? The people are in it. That's why you don't want immigration, because the people caused that to their own country and they're going to bring it to your country. Why is California violent?
Bro,
Because
the
of illegal
people are
immigration.
getting out of that country because of the politicians that are in there are totally whack. That doesn't mean that we should throw them in there and force them in there. That doesn't make sense.
Not all the people are bad, but if you can't really vet that. You can't say, well, are you going to commit a crime? Well, of course you're going to say no. That's obvious. There's no real way of vetting people for immigration on a mass scale, because that's what it comes down to. Like, why is California a dangerous place? Well, who's committing the crimes?
Brother, you can fight that. I'm gonna stay out of this one. I have
mean,
a strong
it does-
opinion on this, and he's gonna twist it. So you can go ahead, brother.
Look at racial statistics. Who's the ones committing the violent crimes and the rapes?
The
Is it
ones who are
predominantly white
going
people?
back and forth. Neither, they're both doing the same thing.
But I
Think
mean,
about it.
predominantly, do white
it's-
people
It's
commit most of the rape?
predominantly not
Yep.
Mexico.
So you think America is predominantly causing the rape, the murder, the gang violence? Like when you think of a gang member,
Yeah.
who do you think of?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much us.
So think of a mafia member. Who do you think of? What kind of race? White,
Bro, that's a
Italian?
stereotype. I love how you were saying you don't take stereotypes. Now you're taking a stereotype as we speak.
I never said I don't. I said stereotypes are stereotypes for a reason, generally speaking. Sure,
Oh,
there's
so you
some-
side with stereotypes.
generally. I mean, not all people fit into it. Like
You're kind of doing that right now.
every
You're doing
Italian
that with Mexico.
is every Italian person a mobster? No.
You just
What do
said
you-
that.
When you watch The Sopranos, who is it, and why is it that way? And what did they do 20 years ago? It was predominantly Italians or white people. And who's committing the game
I
violence?
wish I was open this because this is mad funny.
Is it the Italian
Brother,
people
what do you
committing?
what do you feel about this? How do you feel about
Who are
this?
gang members? Is it predominantly Italian members?
I mean, some of the things he is saying are slightly right. Thing is, though, is
But-
that some of them are not.
But look
Not
at
necessarily
gang members.
all of it has to be.
Are most gang members Italian? Yes or no?
Yes. The reason
No.
why is
When
because
I
they
say
don't.
gang, I mean like running guns, dope, drugs, like
No.
listen to rap. Who are they?
Because there's nothing to stop
No,
them.
just all the people who are popular and who mainstream news makes popular are.
So if you drove through a gang field in California, like I don't
In
think
California,
I don't know if the high crime area is really there, but I know it's a high crime state and they have a lot of gang violence. Even in my
You don't-
local town in Stratton has it.
But the reason why is because the law allows them to be able to do it more. See, if
Yeah,
you
it
could
doesn't-
kill anyone you wanted, whenever you wanted, and you wouldn't get in trouble,
Yeah, like
you'd be killing a lot of people.
Cook County
Yeah,
in Illinois. Their DA is absolutely crazy and will let you away with a ton of shit. How
Yep.
did she get in power? The morons in that area voted her in. She didn't just magically get in office and then let people steal up to $750 and say, "Oh, well, you can just get away with it."
Oh, where'd you
by the
go?
way, guys, I'm getting off this game. I'm getting off 7
Aw.
days.